I learned a
Oh,
new word,
yes.
tactility,
Ah,
in that comment.
Rooster. Yes. Rooster. Rooster, we love you. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. Did not
Took
know
me
that was a
forever
word.
to pronounce it. And you know, I am I'm I looked it up. I wasn't sure
Yes.
that it was an actual word. Now I
Yes.
knew I I knew basically what it meant when I saw the word, but I'm like,
Right.
is that actually the word?
Well,
Because
when
I
I,
fuck up words all the time.
yes,
Y'all have heard me, so you
as
know
do
that's
I,
true.
when you read what he wrote, I understood what he was asking, but that actual word, I was like, Rue, is that a word? Come on, come on. And look it up. It's like, well, fuck, it is.
It is.
It
And
really is.
not a word that would commonly
No,
be used in
no, no,
not in my life,
no,
definitely not in my life.
no. So
Um,
kudos to you. That was
yes,
great. Yeah.
yes. It kind of made me think about going back to. Oh my gosh, was I about to tell a lie?
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Yes.
Of going to a suggestion I've heard forever of looking up a new word every day, going to the
Oh, yeah.
dictionary and looking
Yeah.
up a new word every day
Yeah.
to grow your vocabulary.
Yes.
Because when I had to look that up, it was like, oh man, is my vocabulary that small? Kinda.
I'm going to say mine is.
Yeah.
It's better when I first started reading more. That is something true. People who read a lot,
Yeah.
their vocabulary is it's just, I live in my head so much that yeah.
Mhm.
But my vocabulary is not great. My dad, I've talked about him on here. Um, he had a great vocab. He didn't use it a lot. What was it? Something that he would always say, like the man could spell. You didn't need a dictionary around when he was there. He
Oh
was
man, I used to
amazing.
be such a good speller.
I've never been,
I yeah.
for me, I spent and I think this is true for a lot of people. I'm sure there's quite a few of you out there that will be shaking your head. Oh yeah, that was me too. Whatever. When you're growing up and you're just surviving, those are the things that kind of sit on the back burner.
Mm.
It's any type of educational, like schooling type things, reading, writing, spelling, any of that stuff. That's not important, as important as everything else. Just so in my adult life, I've caught up a lot, but still not, yeah.
Mhm.
But my dad, oh man, he did. He had quite the vocabulary. It was really, and what was it that he would say? Something about, when you meet someone and they have to use all this big flowery,
Yeah. Yes.
and he was so kind, and he would say something to them like, um, people that have to use those kind of words are insecure. I'm paraphrasing. He had a beautiful way of putting them in their
Uh,
place.
sure.
And, you're insecure. People who have the vocabulary and don't necessarily use it in regular conversation, they're the real intelligent ones, or,
Hmm.
something
Sure.
like
That
that.
overcompensation,
Yeah.
overusing words for the situation
Yeah.
is,
You
can
don't
all
need
go
it.
back to wounding.
Yeah. 100%.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, um, well, hello, everyone. I started to say hello, and then Mari-Lyn
And yes,
caught us with this
I
great
jumped
word.
right in with this new word.
Yes, which I think is fabulous. Welcome to the Conscious Spirit Podcast. Welcome back.
Yes, yes,
And
yes, and yes.
yes, and thank you for all of you who we had mentioned last week that we wanted to get our subscriber count up, and we on YouTube. And
And
we
we
got,
have,
I think, yeah, yeah. So I
have,
want to thank you. That's really awesome.
it is
Yes,
awesome, and we still want to.
yes,
It, whew, man, this channel. it's been a slow grow. It's been a really slow
Very.
grow.
Hmm.
And gosh, we would love so much to hit that 500
Yeah.
mark. That just that big round number. I remember
Yes.
hitting 400.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then it was
Those
like the brakes went
big
on.
round numbers are
Mhm.
so exciting.
Yes,
And yeah, we've got a little ways to go, but
we do. We'll get there.
we'll get
Yeah,
there.
and yes. So thank you. Just wanted to say thank you for all the
Yes.
support and yeah.
Not,
So,
not only the support in subscribers, but the support in asking the questions and giving
yes,
us topics because
I
we've
was
got a couple now.
yes,
We've
I
got a
was
few.
just going there.
Mhm.
Please keep them coming because
Yes.
they're every one of them's been fabulous.
Hmm.
I know that a couple of you gave some suggestions for Fred's meds, and I'm just not there yet, but I will get there. And when I do more, um, I will like another sleep Fred's med. Someone had asked for
Yes.
that. I
Yep.
will do that. I'm just not there yet.
You know,
So,
and I want to let the audience know.
uh-huh.
I Pam has done a version of Fred's Meds for decades,
Yes,
and they're fabulous. And there's nothing like them. I
I
challenge
agree.
anyone to find anything that is. However, you know, she goes through this period of putting out these fabulous meditations that all come in the moment. They're channeled on the spot.
Yes.
And then there comes a time where she just needs to be done. She needs this break.
Mhm.
And I can remember a couple of times where in her mind and through her voice, I'm done. I'm done. Not ever doing it again. And all of a sudden she'll show up and she'll go, I got a meditation. She doesn't know yet what it is,
Nope.
but she knows there's a meditation
Yeah.
coming. And I tell you what, people, when Pam comes back, when Pam and Fred come back in that union of meditation after a break, oh my God, they are phenomenal
Hmm. Thank you.
every time.
Yes.
Um, and there's always something different
Hmm.
about them that takes you places unexpected. So,
Thank you.
mhm,
Yeah.
you're
And I'm
welcome.
not there yet.
Just true. Just speaking the truth.
It's just it's just part of it. I'm just
Yeah.
not there yet. I tried so the last round we were doing, like I put no music to quite a few of them. I was kind of pushing myself during that time. I was kind of trying to force them to happen. And I know not to do that, but I did it anyway. And that's why they stopped. Because I finally just had to say, okay, I just have to be done for now. Yeah. So, yeah.
Hmm.
And yes, there is a way that I know it's almost like Fred sort of taps me and said, I have a meditation for you. I don't ask what they are before they come because then my ego gets involved and then I want to make it something. So I have learned don't ask questions. So just wait for that tap. And yeah, so
Hmm.
it'll happen. All right. So please keep asking your questions or yeah, for topics.
Hmm.
Yes, because they've really, the last three, I think,
I
three or
think so.
four podcasts have been, they started with one of your questions, one of your topics that you've asked for. So today is no different. I don't know how long, we do know his real name, but his name on YouTube is RoosterSideburns. So Rooster's been with us for a long time. Both
Long time.
channels. There's a few of you that both channels been here for a long time, and we're so very grateful. And we absolutely
Mhm.
love when we see that you have commented. So this is one of his. First of all, so he was commenting on the video that we talked about spirit guides. And I mean, you guys can all go read it. I don't have it pulled up here. I'm just sort of paraphrasing, but how bad he would be at being a spirit guide.
Is that a spirit guide?
He'd be all in everyone's shit. And, and I totally get that. Yes, we would too. We would too.
Um,
And you do have to be a spirit guide, by the way, Rooster. We all, that's part of evolution.
it
And
it is
we,
part of the deal.
and I think some of the guides get a little talking to sometimes when they step in it, and they shouldn't, like they've gone too far. I'm not sure who they get it from,
You
but
know, it's hard enough for me being a teacher.
uh-huh.
And
Yes.
I don't like the word mentor. I really don't like that word, but teacher and mentor, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, it's
I don't
hard
like the
enough
word.
not to let my ego get involved, which it
Yeah.
does.
Yes.
And I mean, we're
Yeah.
human, we can't help it.
Right.
And um, especially with my codependency, it's hard. Thank God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit,
Yes.
for helping me through that and even teaching me through my students, right,
Yes.
how to
Mhm.
temper that codependency. But
Yeah.
as a spirit guide in this form, oh
Yes.
my God,
Yes. It certainly would not happen with who I am as a human right now.
I'd be thrown
That
into
would be a
jail all the
disaster.
time. For you that watch hockey, I'd be in the penalty box.
Yeah. I think he said something about getting a spirit ticket or something.
A
Like,
spirit ticket.
I
I'd be on the
envision like they
bench.
put on
Oh
your
my
car
gosh.
under the windshield, you know? You stick it in my glasses, you know? Yeah, that would be. So, on before we move on, with that said, um, the older I get and work with people, the more I've noticed more as more people having ascended masters as their personal guides than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
I think certainly those of us who are going to be in the uh, spiritual, like as a career, or just do that more, just be, what am I trying to say? Who are going to be walking more of an obvious spiritual path.
More lifestyle.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Tend to have ascended masters as their guidance. Whereas sort of normal everyday no
Husbands,
nor yes. Or what is it? AA, what do they call those other normies?
normies.
Yes. So the normies who aren't on this path, I don't think they necessarily need them, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speculate. It's not something I've looked into, and I'm not looking into it now. But we are asked to be guides for people. And so Rooster, good luck with that. I'm not going to ask you to be one. I'm sorry, I love you, but because the trouble we'll get into is not, unless that's just something I have to learn, I guess. But yes.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
awesome.
So let's get down to the great question he asked. And again, I don't
Okay.
have it pulled up. I kind of took some note when I was like, oh yeah, I had to remember, so I didn't want to forget.
Okay.
Tactility. So his question was about, do we in other dimensions have the same tactility that we do in this dimension? And I think he mentions that he doesn't think so, but he wanted to bring that. It's a fabulous
It is a
question.
fabulous question.
And I know we read that, and you and I don't remember which one called the other, but we're like, did you see Rooster's comment? And we sat and we were blown away by it. I don't think in all of my years I've ever been asked that question. I've never the
I
closest
don't know that I ever really thought about it.
one, right? The closest that ever came was like about sex. It's like we don't have bodies, so we're not having sex on the other side. Sorry, like it's just. But that's as far as that. Well, like I didn't. That was it. So this is a good question. Do you want to talk about that sort of process your brain went through when you were
Well,
reading this?
you know, when I was reading it initially, my brain was like all over the map.
Yeah.
Um, yes, no, yes, no,
And I
back
was
and
right
forth.
there with her. I was like, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no. Right.
Uh, and then my brain was like, well, now wait a minute. Is he asking like if he was talking to me personally, is he asking like me personally when I am reading interdimensionally? Or is he talking about like crossed over into the higher realms? Or is he talking about other dimensional beings while they're in their own dimension? Is he meaning
Yes.
all of it? And
And
oh my gosh. And
does
as I'm
each one of
saying
those
all of
have a
this,
different answer?
mm-hmm,
And I think they do. I think there's a
yes,
little bit of a different answer for each one of those.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
And as I'm talking all about this,
Mhm.
my vibration is rising. My hands right
Mhm.
now are like, okay, they're not asleep,
Mhm.
but they feel that tingly
Mhm.
asleep, but they're not.
That's a sign for you.
But they are
Yeah.
not. They are full on functioning, full
Mhm.
feeling, but tingling.
Mhm.
And that for me is part of the answer
Yes.
is that I get so much feeling through my hands
Mhm.
in this sensation,
Mhm.
but not like touching,
Yes.
not like touching the
Yes.
object.
What came in, and I definitely want to get back to that because I think that's how you feel in a lot of other dimensions. And then what just came is, well, that's why they jump us, right? Because they want to, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And possession,
Yeah.
possession and jumped are two different things, but it's still
It's
basically so jumping
adjacent.
into our bodies.
Yes.
So, and they do it like we've talked about this many times. We all know, oh, by the way, this is a good time to bring up um how many years sober as of yesterday, Miss Mari-Lyn?
Oh, that was random and out of the blue.
No, it's not. Not where
Oh,
I'm going.
okay. 16 years.
Woohoo!
16 years and
Congrats, my
one
friend.
day now.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, because what I was about to say is because drunks get jumped. And it's because they
Oh,
want, because
sure.
that, and it's only by the drunks will, earthies who were alcoholics or drug addicts, etc., in life, they chose not to cross over, so they decide to stay and they hang out at bars, they hang out at crack houses, they hang out wherever they can get sort of their fix, right? And they have to do that by, I no, I was just corrected. They don't have to. They choose, it's a choice. They want to jump into a human to feel that again. And
Mhm.
that's, it can be very tactile of sorts,
Agreed. Agreed.
right?
Side note,
Mhm.
if you happen to be an alcoholic or an addict, that does not mean that you are going to choose to be earthbound and
No,
experience that.
no,
No,
no.
no, 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 no.
I'm so glad you said that because I don't want anyone panicking out
Yeah,
there.
no, no,
And
no, and no.
and the fact, and I'm going to say this: the fact that you're watching that you're listening to us or watching us or whatever says that you're not going to.
Mhm,
You have too much knowledge. You know what crossing over, how amazing that's going to be, and you're not going to miss that. None of
mhm.
us are going to miss that.
No,
No.
no,
So,
no, no.
so that would be, yeah, and definitely possession. Yeah, they're touching things, they're moving things, I mean, it's so. I'm going to say it's not in this. And you already did. It's not tactile. However, in any dimension. However, when we've been in, like when we're clearing a home, I'll say we're moving into those dimensions. There is a way to feel that's not, I don't know how to explain it. I can
This
tell
might help.
you, yes, please,
This might help. Might not.
because I'm stumbling all over myself here.
Um, I haven't had this exact experience. You have had it a couple of times where a low vibrational being will lick your face.
Oh, yes, yes.
And while
Smell my
you're
hair.
not
Oh,
feeling it,
yes,
like if
right.
I'm not going to use if Rooster were to lick your face, you know, if okay, let's use
Rooster,
your
I hope
grand.
you're laughing your ass off right
If
now.
one of your grandsons licks your face,
Yes,
because children do that, you
yes,
feel that,
yes,
and yet you could feel that low V licking your face.
yes.
So maybe that will help you
It's like
explain it.
yes, thank you. Because it's almost like, not that anyone I may have had a dog lick my face, but it's almost like it's claircognizance, which is what it's called. Claircognizance is clear thinking or clear knowing, excuse me, it's clear knowing. So it's almost like a memory, and you know what that's supposed to feel like. And so if I didn't, I'd go, what the hell was that? And okay, and that has happened to both of us. Like, what is
It
happening
has.
right now? I don't understand what's going on. And then we get clued into what's happening and say, oh, a low V or an earthy is doing this. But it's not tactile, but those more tac tac tac
Tech,
tac
tactility.
yes. That I
Gosh,
think is
okay,
more
I got a
memory.
new word.
Huh.
Tactilicious.
Yes. 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 That's so fun. I have our youngest son, we'd always laugh. It's like if he can't touch it or taste it, put it in his mouth, it's not real. Because everything,
So he would understand tactilicious.
oh, he would absolutely, I'm going to say that to him. We're going to see him later today. Yes. Yes. Our other son, he so visual and audio, which kind of makes sense because he's actually clairaudient. But anyway, okay, I digress. So
So I
it's
think it's
not
fair
the
to
same
say,
thing. Yes.
I think it's fair to say that all of our clairs
Yes.
combine to make up for the lack of tactility.
Yes. And I just got something. So I,
Someone licked your face.
no, thank God that hasn't happened in a long time. And I think it happened on video a few times when I was like,
It did, and it was in my living room. I the one that is like so vivid in my mind. It's like in my living room, and I am so grossed out that this disgusting creature is in my home, in my space. I was so grossed out.
licking me.
I'm glad he
Yes.
wasn't licking me, but
It was
it's
just,
my house. It
and
was
you
so
could
gross.
feel the saliva. You could smell it, the bad breath. It was so just, it happened more than once. But that I do remember that, yes. And we were on video, and I think a couple people
Mhm.
even mentioned it in the comments.
And all of your clairs combined
Yes.
brought that experience to
Yes.
you in a very real way.
So what came to me, and you tell me if this was definitely from a guide. I didn't, so I sort of just got the gist of it, is our clairs are actually our senses when we're not in a body,
Mhm.
right? Never thought of that before. All these years. It's
Oh,
amazing how many, like,
oh,
I know. Why did I
that's
never? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. That's how I've always thought of it.
Well, thanks for telling me. It never occurred to me until just now.
Well, it wasn't
Wow.
important.
No,
It wasn't important
no.
because
And
you trusted them so
yes,
explicitly. You didn't need to know
yeah,
anything more.
no. That is something that I don't know if it's, I think it's overall a really good thing, but there are times like this. Well, that was a good thing too. I love those big surprise, like, oh no way, like that. That was a huge light bulb moment for me just now. But yes, when I am communing with spirit, there is 110% trust,
Yep.
and I don't question. There are times when like we all know, I've talked about it, I can be channeling and then I'm arguing with Fred at the same time. That's a little different. That's not the same kind of trust that we're talking about with this.
No, no, it's different.
But so in the dimensions, yeah, no, there's not the same type of tactile because we don't have bodies. But
Right.
there's a knowing.
Hmm.
And I think he said like, oh, like being in the ocean. Can you
Yes.
feel that? Right? And there is a certain
Yes.
amount of yes, I want to say yes to you. You'll
Yes.
still be able to go hang out in the ocean and feel all that. It's just I'm sorry, it's just different. I don't know. Yeah.
It is different, and that ocean reference for me
Hmm.
brought up the dimension that we go to in meditation
Okay.
because
Hmm.
me, Mari-Lyn, the human in 3D, is terrified of drowning.
Yes.
I don't really swim.
Hmm.
The chances of me panicking in the water over just doing the side stroke that I can do to
All
save
right.
my life, panic is very likely going to take over before I can do that. I'm not a swimmer. However,
She won't even do, yeah, anyway, yeah. My exercise is with me in the water because she's afraid of drowning. It's like your feet are on the, anyway, go ahead. But
so I won't even
get
float
that.
on my back in the hot tub.
Oh,
There is
okay.
room. There is
Uh-huh.
room in the hot tub
Yeah.
for me to float on my back. I
It's a
won't do it.
small hot tub. I'm kidding.
I, it is a small hot tub. There's
Just
like
next
just
door.
enough room for me to float on my back. I could float on my back and have my hands touching, my feet touching. I won't do it. I won't. That is that's how great my fear of drowning is. I'm
Yes.
watching someone drowning on TV and I'm watching it like this.
Rob.
Seriously. I've gotten so much better, but in this last week,
Yeah.
there's something happening and this person's in the water and they're drowning and I'm like, "Oh my god, stop it. Just relax. You're fine. You're safe. This
Okay,
is
that's funny.
it's ridiculous." So,
Yeah.
anyway, point
Yes.
being,
Mhm.
in meditation, put me in the water. I can feel the resistance as
Yes.
my hands cut through. I
Yeah.
can feel the motion over my body.
Hmm.
I can feel the temperature changes.
Hmm.
I can breathe without breathing, which is crazy.
Yes. Yes.
I can breathe
I
without
know that
breathing.
feeling. Yeah.
Yes, it's amazing.
So I don't, I heard everything. I
Yes,
agree. I
what
think
was
it's
happening?
wonderful. Spirit
What was happening?
Spirit, you're such an asshole. Spirit, bro. I'm talking to Fred.
Yeah,
Took me back to, I was like third grade or something. And we used to play like dodgeball
yeah.
and I got smacked in the face by one of those balls one time. So he just brought that feeling. And it's like, oh yeah, like I totally remember getting hit in the face with one of the, but he did it over and over and over again. He's such a jerk. But so there is part is
Seriously,
everyone
doing. I was talking.
I know, and I tried to and I was listening. I was. So it can be beautiful things, and it can also be like painful things.
Yes. Yeah.
But we do have memory, and
Mhm.
even if I didn't have that memory, I could still. There's still a way of imagining that.
Mhm.
So, and that's how it feels
Yeah.
on the other. on the flip side. Yeah, as I'm getting pummeled with, yeah, that hurt. That stings.
Oh
Do you remember
yeah.
those big
Those
those
big
yeah,
rubber
rubber
red
balls? Yeah.
balls
Yes.
with the bumps
And
on them. Yes.
boys
Yeah.
could just whip those fast. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So so this is a great question. I absolutely love it. And there's so many answers. I think there's a basic question of yes and no.
Mm, yes
Yes.
and no.
Yes. Yes.
It's so much bigger than a yes or
Yes.
no.
Yeah.
It's so much bigger. Um, because is there a because? Okay.
Because.
The okay, the overall answer would be no, we don't.
Right. If
But
if
it's
I
so
have
much
to give a
bigger
yes
than
and a
that.
no, if you had to say yes or no, I would say no.
But it's so
But it's
much bigger
very
than that.
nuanced. Mm-hmm.
So varied. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone is going to experience it differently
Yeah.
according to what's their strongest clair,
Mm-hmm.
what are their memories, what has been their life experience,
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes, yes.
um, in addition to what is their spiritual knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
because that plays a piece of it, according to what I'm being told right now.
Sure. And that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah. I know. It's a great topic. And again, one that I never thought of.
Mm-mm.
Not in those terms, not so black and white, does this happen? No, I never thought of it that way.
No, and it's brilliant that
Mm-hmm.
he asked this question because it's making me realize that there is an element of this beautiful gift of being able to read through the dimensions
Yes.
that I take for granted.
Yes. And the beautiful gift of tactility that we have here.
Yeah,
Like it makes me like oh my gosh, I can feel this couple.
right?
Like
I'm sitting here
wow.
touching all of these different
Yes.
things
Me
and
too.
noticing how different they
Yes.
feel.
And we just
Like,
so take it for granted.
yeah,
And there's so much information. Oh, so if I were still teaching, which we know
I
you are,
am.
hello, what a class that would be. What information do you glean from touching that? Right? And that's part of clairsentient. There's a lot of pieces to
There's
clairsentient.
a lot of pieces to that. And that I that is something that I used to teach. I used to incorporate that.
I think I remember that. Do I remember?
And
I think I do.
um
Yes, I do remember that.
without
That's
really
not one of my clair. That's not a strong clair for me. Some people do have that really
I think
strong clair.
well, I do know why I stopped teaching that. And what I'm getting right now is that there was an experience that had me pull back.
Mm.
And through that experience, and just now this conversation, which by the way, thank you, Rooster, because this
Yes.
is right here. What I'm getting is brilliant. Uh, I have more knowledge to be a better teacher in this area.
Nice. Yes.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure where you're going with it. However, I can say there are some students, some people who are going to really take to that and it's going to do a lot for them. And other ones are going to go, okay, it's plastic, it's kind of cold. Like it's just not going to work for them because
Mhm.
we all have such different clairs. We all use them in such different ways.
Mhm.
So, excuse me, working on the clairs that are strongest first and sort of moving on from there is what we
Mhm.
do. So, if that's not one for someone, And that could tell you a lot,
It
right?
it can tell you a lot.
Yeah.
And um what I can say about the experience I had with this student was there was a lot of ego that was put into the experience of reading things that it just went
Ah,
crazy.
yeah,
It went it just went sideways, which is
sideways.
kind of bizarre, but that's
Yeah,
what happens when you put ego
yes,
in the mix when
yes,
you're doing spiritual and energetic work.
yes. And we're talking about that person's ego, not your ego,
Yes.
by the way. I just want to, I mean, and every teacher has to learn. Like when both of us,
Mhm.
we could say when we first started, ego popped in a lot more than it does now.
Mhm.
That's just
Now
part of
I
it.
am full on board to say, okay, here's my ego for you.
Yes,
And
yes,
just getting it out of the way
yes, yes,
because not in every situation, but there are some things with certain
yeah.
clients I'm just like, okay, here's my
Yes.
ego.
Well, and you and I have done, like if we're reading for each other, sometimes it can be really hard because we know each other so well.
It
And
can
so
be,
there are
yes.
times when she and I, either way, to each other will go, okay, I'm not sure if this is ego or not, but I'm just going to say it. And sometimes the other person will say, yeah, that's your ego. Or, no, that wasn't your ego. No.
Mhm.
So
Or
it's
it might
always
have been your ego, but spirit's agreeing with you.
right. Yes, that too.
And we cannot ever be expected to 100% leave our ego at the door.
Right.
We're human. And
Mhm.
ego, in and of itself, is a necessity. That's
Yeah.
part of our humanity.
Yes.
And learning how to maneuver
Mhm.
through it and around it and with it.
And it is honestly, it's there's a part of it that's never ending. I know, and Mari-Lyn, I know you do as well. There is a point when you know how to circumvent that ego. Like
Mhm.
now we can go, okay, I know how to just put that aside and move. But there are times when it still comes in, and so it's never completely gone. You just really learn how to, I hate to use the word control, but control that.
Mhm.
Although I do have, I think I talked about this last time. I have a new guide, a female guide, which is pretty awesome
Ooh,
because most of mine are men, and so it's always kind of fun. Yeah, oh,
she's amazing.
yes,
Mhm.
she's very inspirational. You know, it's not me because of the language that, I mean, it's English, but it's not
The I'm
my
going to say
faith.
the order in which the words are given
Yes.
is it's a different flow
Mhm.
than how Pam would say it.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. And I'm channeling her. There's a difference
mind blowing.
between channeling and reading, and that could be another podcast. But
True.
channeling is different than reading, and I am channeling her. And what I was going to say with ego is when you're learning a new guide, how that guide speaks, how that information is coming in, that your ego pops in, and it's really hard not to.
Well,
And so I feel like I'm at the
has
beginning again.
to.
Like,
It
okay,
has to, right?
yes, uh-huh.
As we learn,
Hmm.
um,
So it happens to all of us.
yeah.
It's just part of the process. And I feel like a freshman again. It's like, God damn, I don't like feeling like a freshman. But, and at the same time, she's so amazing. I'll just reach out to
So
Mari-Lyn and
amazing.
say, do you need a message or something? Because, yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, so anyway,
Yeah.
ego happens. Shit
Ego
happens.
does happen. Well, I had so much trouble with my ego in a meditation. That's when spirit brought me that gorilla. And in the
Very
meditation,
true.
that gorilla walked up to me, opened up my brain, took my ego out, and went boop, 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 went and sat in the corner.
Yep. as you can imagine, a gorilla, we've all seen pictures or whatever or if you're in the zoo, a gorilla sits
Yep.
down and holds something.
Yep.
So funny. Yeah.
Yep. And
Brilliant.
in my meditation, that happened. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And we are talking about Miss Clairvoyant here.
Yes.
She's very clairvoyant. That
Yes.
same sort of thing has happened to me, but it wasn't, I don't get the the visuals that she gets, which I think is really sad. I would like that. I know, shut up.
You
Um,
know, I'm
I
going
have my own way, and I love my way because my way is best for me. And so I would never, but it's
to,
that whole visual thing is pretty cool.
it, it is pretty cool. And at the same time, I have learned this. It can get in the way.
Yes.
It can get in the way because you're so focused on the picture
Mhm.
that you're ignoring all the other information.
Okay. So as we're talking, you just said that.
Yeah.
So to Rooster and whoever else about
Yeah.
this tactility, you won't need it. Right? You won't need it because you have all your other clairs to make up for it. So when I was just saying, and Mari-Lyn can do this about other clairs, but for me, clairvoyance is not, it's like my third or fourth strongest clair. So I get so much information from my claircognizance, my clairsentient, and the picture just happens. Like you just get that information that way.
Hmm.
So you don't have to have you are, it's more than made up for. I think I would
Yes.
like to say that, right? It's
Yes.
not being tactile is more than made up for. So you sitting in the you Rooster, when you cross over and you decide you want to go sit in that ocean, it's going to be a feeling like I mean, you are going to be blown away by that and think, why did I care if I had tactility or not?
I even want to say, Rooster, if you go into meditation and go into the ocean, if you are truly in that meditative state where you
Oh,
allow spirit to transport you,
yeah, that'll be the same thing. That'll be, yeah.
it will be, I don't know about the same, but
You're right. You're right.
yes. So,
Yeah,
uh,
you're right. Because we
as you
can't
were
get
talking about our clairs making up more for than that tactility,
yeah,
it's very similar to in our human form when someone loses a sense, when someone
yes,
loses their hearing,
yes,
the other senses become more acute.
yes,
When someone loses their eyesight, the
yes.
other senses
Mhm.
just become more to make up for it. And there again, there goes that buzzing in my hands. Um, thank you, Spirit, for the validation that I'm
Yes,
hearing you right.
that's a definite yes. Hmm.
Definite yes. So, same thing. We lose that sense of touch, but absolutely more than made up for in
Yes.
all of the other senses.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Even smell,
Oh,
energetic smell.
oh, that one is just so nasty. It is. But you can get away from it.
You
Where
can get away from it.
where if there's a smell here in 3D, like in your room, you can't get away from it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or it's
yeah.
harder to get away from an energetic smell, but
Even the
most,
good smells, energetic good smells,
yes.
are still so
But they're so fleeting. Like
powerful.
there's some
They're
smell.
just like,
Yes.
whoa.
Well, and it's a memory trigger.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
is it ever? Yeah.
When my dad, when he first started coming in, I would get the smell of sawdust, and I'd be like looking around, like, what the hell? And then I realized it was him. But it just takes you right. I mean, I thought of him, but I was also like, is there? Because you always sort of look like, is there
You
something
always look
around?
around. I,
Yes,
I
yes.
do.
Always, every time,
I
every
do.
time.
Yeah.
Mm,
So cigarette smoke.
ugh. Ugh.
Um, my husband and I are not smokers. Um, and
We are not either.
lately I have been smelling cigarette smoke. And what I didn't realize
Mhm.
was that it's triggered a memory. And that's how I knew who it was.
Yes.
Now, I've had cigarette smoke in the past, and I didn't even realize that this was happening. But if it was somebody I knew, it brought a memory. And
Mhm.
that's how I knew who it was.
Mhm.
Now, there was a clearing that we were getting ready to do,
Mhm.
and the earthbound spirit was coming into my house, and she was like,
Oh
she
yes.
was like blowing it in my face.
Yes. Yes.
That was a very different
That
experience.
that was a video.
It was.
And
It
I think
was.
even the on the thumbnail is stop blowing smoke in my face or something like that.
Some, I think you're
Yeah.
right. I think you're
Yeah.
right. But when it's like my grandfather, who it was last week, I didn't realize that every time I'd smell that, I was transported back into grandma and grandpa's house.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I would like to say to those of you who have that happen who are going, you're having your light bulb moment. We get asked all the time, like, how do I know who it or how do I know my somebody is visiting or how do I you absolutely know you're just not trusting whatever those signs are that are coming. Maybe it's something like there's a penny on the floor or that you come across and you immediately think of somebody and then you negate that immediately and you either just keep going and you find another one, keep going, find another, keep going. Like, yes. So
Yeah.
that first person you think of, or that first memory that comes in, or that first thought, you might hear a name, whatever it is, go with it and trust that that's the
Rust.
person there. And it's also how, oh, yes, go ahead.
Well, let's just say spiritual connection is not as hard as we think
No,
it is,
we make it so freaking hard.
because it's all
Yeah,
around us.
yes,
It's all
yes.
around us.
And this, and I don't mean to scare anyone, but this happens, is if your lack of trust is well, there's no nice way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it. Your lack of trust is how earthies can make you think they are your relative or
Oh
your
yeah.
loved one or whatever it is. That happens a lot. We've talked about it many times, but yeah, they can make you believe. How many times have we gone into a clearing? Oh, my dad is here. Don't make him go, or don't. It's like, what the fuck are you? Your dad's not here.
Oh
No, it's an earthy because you were questioning, and that earthy went, ooh, I can make her think that I'm dad. Okay.
yes.
And so, dad, if that's you, move something or flick the lights or whatever. And then the earthy obliges. And then you immediately think that's who that is. Yeah. No. So anyway, yes. How do you know who it is? You go with that first. So if you smell something in your house, good, bad, or indifferent, you can start if you smell you there is a difference between an energetic smell and a smell that's in your actually in your room. And yes, it can sometimes you can is that actually in my room or is that energetic? But
That is a
but
real thing.
yes,
That is a real thing.
yes. But take and if that happens, if it's one of those types of smells, then look around. Like, did I leave a burner on? Did I, do I have a sewer leak? Do I have, whatever. But for the most part, who's the first person you think of with that? And it's going to be a smell that you should remember, that should take you back to something if it's one of your relatives trying to get your attention. They
Mhm.
love to do the smell thing.
They
They,
do. Well, I think it's because it does trigger, smell does trigger memories.
Yeah.
And in my experience, those types of, I guess, interactions
Hmm.
are one of two things, right? One, it's just remember I'm always here.
Yeah.
Remember I love you and I support you.
And that's typically what they're coming to say.
Yeah. And there's a small percentage of, hey, dumbass, it's time to look at this wounding.
Yes.
Or what you're going through
Yes.
is attached to this wounding.
Yes.
But yes, most of the time, it is a message of just support.
And if you are going through something, and it can be anything, something just kind of irritated you and you're walking around irritated, or, something like that, or something bigger, whatever. If your loved one has, like, that might have been some trauma that they caused or that they were part of, or that was in, like a grandparent. Let's say I'm really angry or something, and do you want to interrupt me? You can interrupt me.
So, my grandfather,
Yes.
I don't know which way to tell this, but I want to do it briefly.
Yeah.
As a kid,
Uh-huh.
uh, I had long hair. He chased me through the house with the scissors and cut a piece of my hair off.
Oh.
Every time I get a haircut, I hate it. I just got my hair cut because I cut
and
my own hair
and
and messed it
grandpa's
up.
been around.
Grandpa's been
Yeah.
around, and there is way more to it
Yes. Yes.
than just this simple thing.
Yes.
And I did not make the connection. I did not make the connection.
Thank you.
So there's definitely more here for me to
They come in
do it.
for a reason,
They
which is where
do.
I was going, and that's the perfect example. And
Hmm.
they are either directly I I'm gonna use the word responsible because I can't think of another one at the
Yeah,
moment.
directly responsible because the scissors were in his hand with the intention of cutting a piece of my hair off.
Yes, okay. So they're either directly responsible for that wound, for that trauma, or sometimes it's like behavioral things because we've both had grandparents come in and say, "Yeah, I wounded your parent, and your parent wounded you." Like it goes down through, and so they come in for that. There's always a reason to once in a while, yes, they'll just pop in to say, "I love you," whatever. However, it's always at a time when you really need to hear that.
Always, always,
Okay.
always, and
Yes.
always.
Yes.
And I do want to side note, my haircut is
I
great.
know.
The haircut itself, I mean,
Yeah.
she fixed what I, you know,
What you messed up.
she fixed what I messed up. It was great. It just doesn't do what I wanted it to do. So it's a matter of ego here. Not that it's a bad haircut. It's a matter of ego, which is exactly Grandpa's lesson for me.
Yes.
I've done so much work on ego. It's like, oh my God. But I, there's like a new angle coming in for me to really work on. So
Yay!
thank you, Grandpa. Thank you.
Yes. We get so, I mean, I can't always say excited, but we do appreciate when we're in the middle of something, just being in the middle of that trigger or in the slop. We're like rolling around in the muck and it's just this horrible thing. And then it dawns on us, dude, this is an opportunity. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Or like when Mari-Lyn we'll do it to each other, I guess. One of us will be in the middle of something, the other one will go, yay! And it's like, fuck you.
Didn't
This is painful. What are you talking? But
that happen just before I started recording?
I
Because
think
I
so.
was I was not in a good space when we got on Zoom
No,
this
no.
morning. She says, "How are you?" And I said, "Is that a trick question?"
Well, yes, it was.
And and I love this. This is one reason I love doing these podcasts is because every almost every time I get so much clarity
Mhm.
on something I'm working on or been working on, and right now I'm like in the right in the middle of it, and I just got another piece of the puzzle.
Yes. Oh, love that.
Um, and while this is, I think, it's a small puzzle, but it's important.
Yes.
Um, is it
And
small? I've been
those
working
smaller
on
ones.
for a long time,
Yes,
but it's yeah, it's a big one.
it is. Because
Yeah.
they often snap into something bigger. There's this thread. There's all
Mhm.
these threads everywhere. And yes, I know we're talking about healing again, and I'm sure there's someone out there going, "What the fuck?" They always talk about healing because that's why we're here, and
That's
everything
because
relates
that's
back
it.
to it. Yeah,
The end all and the be all. Everything leads to healing.
yeah.
Absolutely everything.
And we no longer want to live in Delusionalville.
Oh my God, I lived in Delusionville for so many
It's
years.
horrible. I never want to
And
go back there again.
when I realized it, I remember the moment in the summer sitting in my
Mhm.
backyard, the moment I went, "Oh my God, I've been living in a delusion."
Yes.
I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I honestly thought that clarity, that realization was all it took."
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh my God, was I
That was another
delusional?
delusion, right?
Part of the
Delusion
delusion,
number
absolutely.
two.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
And that's been a couple of years ago now.
Yeah.
Um, and it's, I think I've
Yeah.
used the brilliant as my word of the day because I've
Yes,
used
it
it like
is.
half a dozen times already.
Brilliant is brilliant, though. That's a good word.
But it's fascinating
Mhm.
to see as time goes by how the clarity comes to me of how, oh yeah, this is because I'm not living in fantasy land anymore.
Yes. Yes.
And this is how I get to do it differently now.
Yes.
Because there's so much of life that
Yes.
happens, we can't change it all at once. It has to come around so we can go, oh,
Yeah.
am I going to act like I'm still in Fantasyland or am I going to act another way?
Yes.
Every scenario has to come back around so we can do it different. Kind of convoluted.
Woohoo! I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wow.
The clarity is
Wow.
always sometimes the clarity sometimes can take you down. It can.
Absolutely.
Sometimes when you get it, you're like, oh my God. And then maybe the embarrassment or the guilt or the shame or the whatever comes, but never underestimate the brilliance of the clarity because it's really important.
It is
That might be
crucial.
where it ends for you as far as knowing really all the little pieces and all that. Sometimes you don't need to know. You just needed that clarity to heal it, and you don't get any more of the why did this happen, why, where we as humans are. Okay, Pam often gets really stuck on the why, and it's not always important, and you'll get exactly what you need through spirit. I'm going to stop babbling, but yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So
And
congrats.
sometimes the clarity answers all of the why.
Yes, true.
It's, yeah,
Sometimes.
sometimes.
Whew, this has been a great podcast. So
Yeah.
excited. Thank you, Rooster, for the great, not only the the topic, there's a question, and the new word, the new vocabulary word there
Yes.
that I now know is a real freaking word.
And I know how to say it.
Yes. Yes.
I try, it's so funny. I try to add syllables.
Yeah.
I almost said syllables.
Slow. Okay, this is what spirit drunk looks like. She's so
Because that's
16
how it
years
wants to
sober
come out
and
of my mouth. It's, it's so funny that sometimes brain to mouth
Mhm.
and it comes out so slow. And there's other times where it's so fast that it comes out so
Welcome to
discombobulated.
my brain, sister. Yeah.
Well, that's why I slowed down because I got tired of being admonished and made fun of for, my words coming out backwards or sideways or combined. There was some real wounding in that.
Yes,
Um,
yes, there
yeah.
was.
And now I'm learning how to just, go with
And
it better.
I've learned to slow down in like we have met in the middle and can have really great conversations now, like we're having here, like this podcast and whatever. Because
Yes.
at first I was like, and I couldn't handle like a space of quiet. And
Which I
Mary,
needed to gather my thoughts in order
yes,
to speak.
and I couldn't handle it. Was just that was my wounding, and she slowed down to the point where I just wanted like jab something into my face.
Okay, why am I even here?
Yeah, it went, but we learned so much and we did
Mhm.
so well. And really, I can proudly say a testament to our friendship and how we knew that this was a relationship that we needed to care for and foster, feed and water. And
Feed and water, sure, yeah.
we needed to, because we've never like, we're not a couple, but like broken up or done any of that weird stuff. And it's just not happening. Um, we're in it. We're in it. And we've learned a lot from each other. And
I've
yeah,
learned
yeah,
a lot. Hmm.
yes.
Hmm. And
Whew.
hopefully we continue to learn.
Yes. Oh, I hope so. I have a
I
lot more to learn.
I've I've learned
Yes.
when I'm not learning, I'm going backward.
Yes. And it's not a great feeling.
It's not, and
And you know that's a wound. We all, I mean, that you're in something when that happens.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um, that feeling of going backward
Mhm.
can bring such low vibrational energy of
Oof.
remorse and morbid reflection and just nothing good for the
Gross.
soul
No,
at all.
at all. At all.
And at all. Mm-mm, mm-mm. No, my soul likes to be fed and watered.
More of that, please, Spirit.
Yes.
All right. Thank you again, Rooster. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. We appreciate you. We appreciate everyone.
We do.
Please keep asking your questions or asking for a topic, whatever. This is really awesome. Us having a topic every week to come into to talk about.
Yeah.
It's
And
really great.
trust us, we put in the way, things we want to talk about. We find a way to get it in there and
Yes, we
talk
do.
about it. But we love your questions, and
Yes.
your topics, and we just want to keep going.
Yes.
Yep.
And please like, subscribe, share, do all that. TCSEverydayPsychics.com if you want to reach out to us.
Yeah.
That would be fabulous.
Yes, it would.
And yes, I'm still on the website. We haven't you know, because I'm still part of TCS. I'll always be part of TCS. I'm just, sort of at the moment anyway, sort of semi-retired and yeah, doing other things, but all still TCS. It's still our thing.
Yes.
All right.
All right, everybody. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Bye.